Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Elliot Fleming of the Fleming Computer Tech Show. Today's topic, I have no idea what we're talking about. I'm just off the top of the head with it. I'm just gonna get straight to the point. Those of you who's in the land of Chicago, I repair and build computers. My computer repairs are a flat rate of $65, and for me to do a custom build for you is a flat rate of $125. That's it. Yay! The cheapest in the world, figuratively speaking. um, those of you who have problems such as viruses, pop-ups, computer running slow, and you don't know what to do, it could be a variety of things to get your things up to speed. One could be memory. The other one, you probably have programs running in the background, so to speak. Um, Sorry, I don't do Macs. I've been on a Mac a couple of times. It wasn't mine. I just tried it out just to get the feel of it. Uh, what more do you want from me? I'm a PC type of fellow. I love my PCs. You know what? I don't know if you heard the story before, but I have this. My first computer I bought, it was a Dell. I had it a couple of years, then it just went belly up. So I did some research. This is way before I knew anything about computers. What really made me get into computers, because with the Dell, I upgraded the memory, hard drive, uh, power supply went out. I replaced the power supply. Optical drive, I replaced it. So I just got to thinking, I can't quite put my finger on it, but I love doing stuff like this, hands-on Excel. Um, so it was time for to get the old Dell computer. It wouldn't belly up. It wasn't no sense of putting no more money into it because I had it for 2 years. It was already used. I only paid like at the time $80 for it. So I bought me a brand new computer. It was an E-machine. I know what you're thinking. E-machine over that crap. Ha. E-machines are not that bad. It's not. Even though if it came with 160 gig of hard drive and only 512 megabytes of memory. So I maxed out the memory the minute I seen it lagging and stuff like that. It was lagging, so I boosted up the speed from 215 megabytes to 2 gigs is the most you could put into that thing. So 7 years went past, 7 going on 8 years, and the motherboard went out. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I did some school. I went to school to learn about this, but I was thinking to myself, what can I do to help people help themselves? So I got to watching videos. That's right. You know what I'm gonna say. But before I get to his name, you had Linux Tech Tips, NCI Tech Tips, the guy from Tiger Direct, I can't think of his name, but there's one specific guy who rings a bell to me every time. He's from Phoenix, Arizona. His name is Kerry Holzman. So I was watching one of Kerry videos, and he had a hard drive, a motherboard that went south. It wouldn't belly up. It's no longer any good. So I watched this video. So I studied his antiques, and so the E-machine went belly up after 7 going on 8 years. And first thing I did was, what type of processor is in this here E-machine? And it was a socket type 775. So I got the motherboard to replace the old motherboard, and I was thinking that I could put the same memory from the E-machine into this new motherboard, but you couldn't. So the guys from Micro Center recommended if you're gonna get this motherboard, you might as well get some more memory, because that with the E-machine that I maxed out in the beginning, it was only DDR2. But this motherboard, this specific motherboard, only supplies DDR3. So I was gonna say, well, just give me 2 gigs. I'm like, no. Wait a minute. Why don't you go ahead and pick out the memory? I'm like, pick it out. No, bottleneck it. I'm like, oh, okay, I get you. Okay. So I was like, how much would it be? How much memory can this motherboard withhold? It was like 8 gigs. I'm like, are you serious? You mean I can go from an old motherboard with 2 gigs up to a new one with 8? Bring it on. This self-explanatory. You might as well pick it out while you got it. Okay, so I got the motherboard. It was like 60, 70, about 70 bucks, give or take. So no, it was actually 50 to 60 bucks, somewhere in that bracket. So, and the memory was like, at the time, the memory for the 8 gigs for the DDR3 was literally $55. So I got it. So like 60 bucks plus 55, do your math, I got that. So the next thing I was gonna, I'm like, do you have the operating system? I'm like, yeah. Like, which operating system do you have? Vista. Like, oh, you might as well go ahead and get Windows 7. I'm like, okay. He's not juking me out my money, because I still had the operating system for Vista, but he was telling me to try out the latest and greatest operating system at that particular time, was Windows 7. So I went and got the Windows 7 Professional 64-bit, of course, and it works wonderful. Now, DDR3 is the most recent right now, up until now, but they have a new memory module, is DDR4. That's right, I did not start DDR4. So I got the new motherboard, I got more memory, I got the operating system, and Windows 8 is 8.1 is out now, and pretty soon, during the summer, they're gonna push out Windows 10. So you have, I had Vista, I got Windows 7, there's Windows 8.1 out, and in the next few months, give or take, they're gonna push out Windows 10. I know what you're thinking. Well, what happened to Windows 9? A couple of videos ago, you was talking about Windows 9. Well, scratch Windows 9, is Windows 10 now. I don't know why. You got to talk to Microsoft about that one. And when I rebuilt that E-machine, I got to thinking, I can get this here to my kids and my girlfriend and build me a whole new one from scratch. That's right. Well, unfortunately, that was like 3 years ago, and I built it. Ugh. And there is new technology coming out. So, if there's anybody who wants to buy a computer, leave a comment in the description below. I'm going to give you a brief detail. Okay, you have a all-in-one card reader, but when you have a digital camera, you can take out the SD card and slide it into your computer after the fact. after the fact, you record or take pictures and you upload it into your computer. You just slide it in there. You name the document what you want it to be, and you just click upload, and it will create its own unique folder and get it done. So I invested $750 into this thing. When I built it, it only had 8 gigs, so I put more memory. I boosted from 8 gigs to 16. It has a terabyte hard drive. You have a i5 processor, 500 watt power supply. It's running Windows 7, and it has an aftermarket heatsink. Let me position this thing right here so you can see. Pardon me. Can you all see that? Let's tuck it down right there. This is the bad mama jammer that I put together myself. Yes, as you can see, it has floor slots for memory, but the most memory you could put up in here is actually 32 gigs, and I have 16 in here right now. And all I was asking for it is $550 or best offer. Let's bring it back up. Okay. So, if you want a computer, $550 or best offer. And I will ship it to you. Somehow I will make a video after this because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kidding, folks. I literally put this together. I won't take no less than $500 for it. That's right. So $550 best offer, no less than $500. This is Elliot Fleming of Fleming Computer Tech. This is the Fleming Computer Tech Show. See you guys later. Bye for now.